Hey, you nerds! Fun fact, my roommate is going out sort of loosely with a guy who introduced himself at Barnaby's to her as broke bitch.
That's what
And that was the sell, yeah. And it worked, apparently, because she's seeing him sort of, I don't know.
I don't know if I'd go out with a guy that labeled himself as broke bitch.
Yeah. You should have Josh, though, make you, like, one of the, you know, like, James Charles, whatever, has, like, the cool intros, like, the cartoon version.
I have an intro. But
You
it's
do?
not a cartoon of me.
I haven't watched any yet.
Oh,
So.
you're a big fan.
That's me exposing myself.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Cassidy. Thanks so much for watching. This is my friend Allie. She also likes reading. Yeah. So we thought it would be fun to do a video because she's visiting. So we thought we should do a fun video. I asked people on my Instagram to send me like book questions. Didn't get a lot, but I did get some. So we're gonna answer them. We're gonna go book shopping and get coffee. So hope you enjoy.
I also wear my band book club sweatshirt just for this. And a fun fact is that this is actually the first time I had to put this sweatshirt in the back of my closet because it's a trauma memory for me because I was wearing this when I got stuck in Germany on the way home from Greece.
Oh, God.
And this was all I had. Like, it was this and the shorts I was wearing on the flight to Germany, and I didn't have any other clothes, and so I was in this for like 48 hours.
That's
and then got home,
traumatic.
and I washed it and put it in the depths of my closet so that I just couldn't see it again. And this, I brought it out just for this. It's the first time I've worn it since June. I'll get started. I'll ask you question number 1. This was submitted. What is a paragraph or a line from a story that's impactful to you?
I don't have any books right now.
Because she doesn't read.
Because I don't read. Should we tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we were in Greece. Yeah. We went
You're
to
in
Greece. No, we were in Greece this summer, and that's where we like
For
started...
an English study abroad, like I might add.
Yeah. That's where we like started talking and like became friends. And we were sitting at the pool, and we both fully had books and were reading. And I don't even know what the conversation was about.
But you looked at me and you went, well, I've never read.
I'm
And you
holding
were
a
like,
book.
you could tell you were on your way to say something else, but you didn't. I've never read.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, well, I've never read a book like that. But
I've
I've
just
like
never read a book.
cut off and just said like, I've never read.
Ever.
So,
Book in hand, like bookmark halfway through.
to be fair, I never finished that book.
Yeah, I was just about to say, to be fair, you have never read that.
I did a video talking about the Spanish love deception, and I think I fully said like I didn't like the book.
Well, when you said the other day, when you said the other day that you only have 40 pages left, I was like, oh my god, finish it. Like, just finish it.
I really don't want to. I want you to read it so that you can...
You're not selling it well. You haven't sold it well, and I think I shan't be doing any of this.
I shan't be doing that. It's the writing, it's the characters.
It's the deception, it's the love.
Yeah, there is a new book, though. There's a sequel.
And I fully expect you to buy it.
Yeah, I was debating buying it, but it's like, why would I buy that when I didn't finish the first one?
The fact that the thought even crossed your mind.
I know.
Why would you?
I don't know. But this one is like The American Roommate or something.
Oh,
The American...
oh, I have seen that.
Yeah, don't get it.
This video is gonna be like taken down for like slander.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway,
get it
answer
if
the
you want
question.
it. I don't really. No, actually though, I want to be the type of person who like highlights a bunch and like
I would do that
annotates.
if I wasn't so uptight about like.
Oh, so you don't dog ear?
Do you?
I mean, not often. A lot of times, I don't know where my bookmark is.
I will say, it's a feat of strength for me that I loaned you 4 books. Like, consider yourself very blessed and lucky and fortunate.
I didn't dog ear. I didn't do
okay.
anything to them.
I'm
except for
privileged.
them. No, but like, I wish that I would highlight more. I mean, I have been more, so I don't really know. Like, I feel like when you like highlight and like underline, it makes the words stick out to you more.
You should get a book tattoo, like a quote. Whenever you figure out what that quote is,
yeah,
put it on your body so you don't forget.
For a while, I wanted to do like a little just like book.
Yeah, that's cute.
But
The second question is T. Do you think Colleen Hoover is overrated?
we kind of talked about this like before we started filming the video.
The chokehold Verity does have on me is intense. I've only ever read Verity and It Ends With Us, so I can't really give like a full-fledged answer. But I will say when I walk into like a Barnes & Noble or whatever and I see like the Colleen Hoover table, I'm not throwing elbows to get to it.
Over quarantine, I read like a ton of Colleen Hoover books, and now, like, I fully enjoyed them. I really like them.
Verity has me in a grip.
Yeah, no, Verity, her best book. But like, I really did enjoy the books, but now I feel like everyone and their mother and brother and like cousins and
Yeah.
distant
My
relatives.
mom read Verity. My grandma read
Oh
Verity.
yeah, same.
They know about the biting the headboard.
Yes, which is like really uncomfortable.
lot,
My
yeah.
grandma read that.
Well, what was a lot for me was I warned my mom, like, before she read it, I gave it to her, and I was like, this is, like, a lot. Like, this is really, like, sexually intense, whatever. And this girl hands it back to me at the end. She goes, that wasn't intense.
That wasn't bad.
No.
She loves 50 Shades of Grey.
She did read it. I don't know about
My
love
mom
it.
did
She did
too.
read it. But I was like, okay, well, I don't want to know that you don't think that this is raunchy.
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, this is raunchy. And
I
she
didn't
gave it back
tell
to
my
me. She was
grandma.
like, "It's not."
I didn't tell my grandma or my mom anything. They
You,
went
like,
into a
cold
blind.
called them.
What was the question?
Do
Oh,
you think
calling
she's
her
overrated?
Oh, I don't.
Word.
You think she's overrated?
Overrated?
I don't think she's overrated because like the whole thing with her writing isn't like
It's not a classic. Or, like,
yeah. I mean, I think they're good, but I think she's getting a lot of hype.
It's kind of like when your favorite song, when you know a song and it's like nobody knows about that song, and then suddenly it blows up on like TikTok or whatever, and you're like, oh my god, like everyone loves it, and now I'm annoyed.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna yuck someone's yum, and so
Amen.
if they love it, I mean,
I
then-
agree with the yum. It's just kind of like,
yeah,
is it too much yum?
yeah. I
Can you
think
have too much yum?
I think in this case you might be able to have too much yum.
The third question here is opinions on books that change narrative. So I'm assuming this means like when you change the chapter and it's like it bounces back and forth between narrators. So I used to hate it, like hate it. And I would get like really irritated and like I just want to hear what one person has to say. I don't care. But now I'm kind of like, I also have ADHD, so when it changes perspectives, it's a nice fresh change of pace. And so I think that itches like a part of my brain that's quite nice.
I have mixed feelings because when it's in a romance, I feel like it's always like a miscommunication thing.
Yes.
And it's like, it's so
because
frustrating.
You know what they don't know that they don't know.
Yeah, and so that kind of gets annoying, but then I kind of like it because then I'm like, oh wait, they actually do like each other.
You like to be in the know.
I like to be in the know, but then I don't because then it's annoying when you're in the know.
When they aren't in the know.
yeah.
You
when
know
when
that
you're
they
in the
don't
know, yeah.
Okay, question number 4. What makes you decide to pick up a book? The cover.
The cover. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I judge a book on
I-
its cover.
You have to sell a book to me if I'm going to pick it up with a shitty cover. Like, I have to know going into it that it's good. And that's not a good thing. I'm not
No.
recommending that because the amount of times I've gotten a book home and I actually read it and I'm like, that was... And I don't do a lot of research on it beforehand. I just like, cover's pretty, and I bring it home from like Barnes & Noble and I'm like, that was not good.
You know what's a terrible cover? I don't know if you've heard of the book. It's gonna be turned into it is a movie now, but I don't think it came out yet with Harry Styles, My Policeman.
No.
The cover is like
Is
disgusting.
it like a historical fiction?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I was just about to say, I'm a hoe for historical fictions. Worst covers.
Yeah. I
Worst
think
covers.
it's like a romance, but also like set in the past. Yes, I guess like
Yeah.
historical.
Worst.
But
It's always like a dirty shoe.
yeah, this one is like a black and white picture of like just a man like sitting like looking. I think.
And if it's not Harry Styles, it's out.
it's out, but the UK version so much better.
UK always has better book covers. Fun fact, I will go on Book Depository because sometimes they have the UK versions
good
of the
idea.
books. And Book Depository is free shipping, and it's like
Oh.
a lot cheaper than like Amazon or like actual bookstores.
I need to look at that.
Yes.
Because I tried to buy the UK version of the cover because it was so much better.
The UK version of the Alice Oseman books, like the Heartstopper and all of that,
yes.
the UK versions are so much better than
Really?
the,
I kind of
yeah.
like. I've never seen the UK version.
I don't
but
know. It's more minimalist.
Sorry, what?
There
was
would
the
be
question?
what makes you decide to pick up a
Oh.
book, but I feel like there could be a test between reading the same book, like a psychology thing, like reading the same book, but it's a different cover, and I'm like, how good was that book? I'm like, 10 out of 10.
Honestly, true. I have the UK. Not to brag.
That's a flex.
I have the UK version of Normal People
Oh.
because I was going to Scotland when I got the book, and
Did you
so
go to, like the TSA, like the?
yes, literally in the airport I bought it. I was like, oh, what's this book like? So I was kind of on the Sally Rooney trend before.
Love it. That's another one that you're like, everyone likes it now. and
Everyone,
it's, like,
yeah.
Stupid.
But have you read Normal People?
No, I haven't read any Sally Rooney.
You should. Okay.
She doesn't use quotation marks, and that stresses me out.
Yeah, no.
Fifth question is, what's a book you simply couldn't vibe with? Go ahead, air your grievances with Spanish love deception. But you could also talk about it.
What's another book that I like couldn't vibe with? Kind of related, but not. Have you read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo? Loved it.
Loved
but
it.
some people hate it.
Why? Who? Why?
I don't know. I've seen people
Who
on
are
BookTube.
you?
That was so unrelated, but
It was. A
yeah,
little bit,
some people hate it,
Well,
but I did love
jumping
it.
on the I loved it. I liked it more than. Did you read Daisy Jones?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it better than that.
I did too. No, wait. There's this guy at work that comes in and he asks me about what I go to school for, and I said English, and then he said, well, what are you gonna do with that? And then we just got talking, and now every time he comes in, he's like, what are you reading? And he asked for a book recommendation, and I didn't know what to say, and so I told him Malibu Rising.
Well,
and he told me he's reading it.
good. I'm good. We love to see it.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he's into, but
maybe he's into you, and then he's like
old. He's very old.
Imagine you're walking like down the road, and there's a guy like reading at a park. It's an old man. He pulls out like Malibu Rising.
What are you doing?
What are
I'm
your
taking
thoughts?
a picture.
Okay, with him.
Yeah. book I'm just not vibing with. I mean, we all know for me it's Spanish Love Deception. I really don't like that book.
I think mine was like peak COVID. Everyone was so into Six of Crows. Did you read that?
Mm-mm.
It's like a high fantasy like heist kind of thing, and I just couldn't do it. And I bought the second one because it felt weird that I only had the one. It's a duology, and I felt really bad that I only had the one. Because Lee Bardugo is actually really great. Have you read Ninth House? That one's really cool.
I have that book.
It's good.
At home, and I got like 10 pages in, and I like...
It's just kind of long. Like,
yeah,
it's,
I couldn't get into it, and so I was like, maybe I don't like this.
It's a slow start. But I just couldn't... I finished all of Six of Crows, and I was just like, I don't know that I cared. The next question is, we kind of talked about it. What's a book that either is going to or already is turned into a book or movie that you love, or that you're excited for, or that you already watched and that you love?
I have a lot to say about this question.
Open up.
First of all, Normal People, that adaptation is amazing. And you should read the book and then watch that, because it's so good.
Okay.
A lot of sex. And both.
Which apparently would not bother my mom.
No, wouldn't at all. Normal People, so good. They also did an adaptation of Sally Rooney's A Conversation with Friends.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think there's an
just
I think I just
Conversation
added that,
with
but not good. I couldn't even get through it. So
that you're not the book or the movie.
Okay, well, this is what I was gonna say earlier, and I forgot to say it. A lot of people. I love that I say like a lot of people.
A lot of people.
I fully
she saw
could
one
be making
video.
this up. Yeah. You either like Normal People and you hate Conversation with Friends, or you love Conversation with Friends, hate Normal People. And so for me, I'm gonna have to say.
me?
And so for me,
I love corn.
I really like corn. Oh wait.
Oh.
I haven't read this book, but I watched the adaptation. Have you? I know it's awful. Have you? Oh wait, there's another one. I'll do this one first. Have you read or watched Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton?
No, I haven't. No.
No.
Regardless of Alderton.
Wait for the long time. I would see people post about this book, and I thought it was Dolly Parton's memoir.
And
it's not.
And she just went by a fake last name because no one knows who Dolly Parton is.
But it's like about this girl, I think it's in London or like the UK or somewhere. And anyways, it's like her 20s and like her living with her friends and like going out and like just her like life experiences. But it's so good. But I feel like I should have read the book first.
Yeah.
Also, Where the Crawdads Sing.
Yeah, I didn't read that, but my grandma did.
Oh.
My grandma did, and fun fact, it was like peak COVID and we couldn't see each other. And so she left it in my driveway. Drove away.
I love that, and you've never read it.
I know, so I lost it.
You lost it?
But it's okay because I gave her my copy of Dandelion Wine by Ray Bradbury, and she lost that too. So.
Ray Bradbury, what a guy.
What an intellectual. I'm trying to think of like a book adaptation because I'm a harsh critic.
Oh, of the adaptations?
Yeah,
well, they're never as good.
Exactly. Dune, but I never read Dune.
I never read Dune,
but I did go see it with my friend in theater, and I'm sitting there like, yes. And he read it, and he's like, I don't know.
I don't know about this one.
But then I was like, do you think I should read it? Like, I asked him before we went to go see it, and he was like, I was like, do you think I should read it? And he's like, I don't know if it's for you.
Oh, well, I mean, you
but
enjoyed the movie.
I did. But he was like, it's a lot of talking about sand. And he was right.
No, absolutely not.
It was a lot. And I felt a little duped, hoodwinked, and bamboozled because I did show up thinking he was going to be a lot of Timothée Chalamet and a lot of Zendaya. And it was a lot of Timothée Chalamet, my husband.
No Zendaya.
But 5 minutes of Zendaya.
That's what I heard.
What are book cover traits that you love and like what do you despise? We sort of hit this, but
yeah. Well, there is a thing where like Josh my boyfriend will say, like, he's like, oh, I can tell the books that you read literally based on the covers.
Yes.
Because he thinks they all look identical, which fair enough. I mean, they kind of
Because
do.
you love romance, and romance is notorious for the little cartoon people.
Yes. Historical fiction with, like,
So ugly.
I hate that.
It's like a dirty boot. And I'm thinking specifically of Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys, I think is how you say it. Lovely book. Boot on the cover.
Honestly, like, romances that aren't, like, huge, their cover's disgusting.
Yes, because it's like a shirtless pirate on the front with like a baguette and
Yes.
like a woman that he's
Like, I don't
dicking
need to
down
see
at
that.
night. Yeah.
I don't need to see that. Just give me, like, a cute...
Do you think they get paid a lot to be those models?
Probably.
Oh, to be the shirtless
Would you
pirate. They
wanna
all
just,
look
like-
the same. They all have their hair
Yeah.
billowing in the wind.
Would you want to, like, be that guy on the cover?
For the
And
money.
then, that's true. That's true. But then, like, you just see, like, a girl reading
You.
you.
Yeah. Oh my god, Bridgerton.
Oh my
How did we not talk about Bridgerton with
Did
the
you read
adaptations?
it?
No.
Oh.
I should though. I do.
have all of them.
That's it. Wow. That's the only one where I kind of feel like I would like to watch the show and then go back and read the books. Because I've
Yeah.
already watched season 1 and 2, and I think I would like to, but I think it would keep me more engaged to have seen it played out on
I
screen.
think I read the first 4.
Wow.
I think this was during quarantine, and then I ordered all of them. And I never finished reading.
And you've watched it.
Yeah. I watched and then I read. I actually watched the first season when I had COVID.
Oh.
And I watched all of it in, like,
It's good.
one laying down.
You just didn't move for like a
I was,
day.
I was horizontal.
You were on the x-axis. Okay. Second to last question. What is your favorite romance trope?
Ooh.
Are you a friends to lovers, enemies to lovers? Do you love a good love
I don't like a
triangle?
triangle.
Well.
Get a triangle out. I want a line.
Parallel.
I like an enemies to lovers.
Okay.
I like a best friend's brother.
That's not often talked about.
Yeah, love that.
If he has dark hair, immediately. Just, I don't care what the trope is.
That's true.
That's my trope.
That's
just
true.
dark hair, tall.
Oh wait, you know? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know what I love, and this goes back to the historical fiction thing, like girl who's like kind of from like the right side of like the tracks or whatever. She's got money, she's fancy, she's got titles, and he's like slumming it.
Yes.
And he's nothing.
He's nothing.
Like Titanic. Think Titanic. You've got Rose, and she's like status wise too good for him, whatever. But he's like the best ever.
Yeah. Have you read The Hating Game?
No.
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 No. Never read that.
Never read it.
Well, it's enemies to lovers. It's like coworkers
Oh.
that hate each other. Oh, that is an adaptation. Terrible movie.
Well, I was gonna say the oh my god, what was I reading when we were in Greece? What's her name? Emily Henry books.
Yes.
When they're like academic rivals, kind of, there comes a certain point where I'm like, give it up.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna
Yeah. You know you're gonna...
give a little smoochy smooch.
Yeah.
Well, the last question is a good one. It's a goodie. If you were a main character, like, what main character do you like think
This is what I was gonna
is
say.
you?
I hate a main character, like a girl who just thinks she's so quirky. I hate
And not like
that.
other girls.
Yes. And like it's just so
When
quirky.
the book opens and she's like, my sister with her perfect hair and makeup, and I just rolled out of bed
And I put
and
on
I never brushed my teeth.
Yeah, and I put on, oh, I did my makeup today, and it was lip gloss and mascara.
I couldn't be bothered. And I've never talked to a man. Why would I do
Yeah, or,
that?
like,
it only distracts
I
from
always,
my world
like-
domination.
Yeah, it's like, oh, like I like have a like
And then I picked up my
quirky
skateboard.
haircut.
Yeah.
Like I hate
I
that.
picked up my skateboard and tossed my...
I'm such a girl.
rainbow hair
I'm
out of
such
the
a
way.
boy's gal. Or I'm such a guy's
I'm one of
girl.
the boys.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I think that stems from just not liking those people in real life.
that's true. What character are you like?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of character?
Yeah, like, not what kind of character, but if you, like, have you read a book and you've read a character, like, you saw a character and you're like, that's me.
Oh, Katniss Everdeen.
Obviously.
Obviously, I am Katniss. I don't
Yeah, I
really...
think I probably should I should thought about that a little bit.
Maybe Jeannie B. Jones.
Enough! Well, I hope you had fun.
Well, those were
10 questions.
Yeah, bookish questions. Actually, it would turn into 9.
No. I don't know where that came from, but I did count. There still was 10.
Oh.
I don't think I wrote that. I think it just showed up.
It happened. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna go get some food now.
Yeah.
And
'Cause we deserve it.
we deserve it after that hard work. And I'm gonna vlog, so
Yeah.
enjoy.
Enjoy.
Okay, so oh, it's gonna be backwards when I show the covers.
Oh. Maybe, well, if we do it at home, you can flip it.
Yeah, okay. We'll see ya. Okay, it's the next day. Allie left like 2 hours ago and I'm about to go to work, but I thought that I should tell you the books that I got because we were gonna film it last night, but as you could see from the car clip, the car was not working out. We were gonna do it when we got back, and then we just didn't. We were gonna do it when we woke up this morning, and then we filmed a TikTok instead. So, filmed a TikTok like we're big on TikTok. So yeah, I thought I would tell you the books that I got yesterday. I got 3 books. So, the first book I got was from the first bookstore we went to, Wellington Bookshop. I don't know, but it was really cute and really like aesthetic, except for the one guy who was just shouting from the rooftops his opinion on, well, I don't even know what, but just shouting to everyone in the bookstore. So besides him, the bookstore was like really, really nice. So the first book I got is All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris. I've never heard of this author before. I've never really heard of this book either, but I picked it up, thought it looked cool. It's about a woman who's having an affair with her boss. She's an attorney, and all of a sudden she walks in one morning and her boss is dead with a gunshot wound. He gets shot in the head, and she comes into work and she sees him laying on the floor in his office, and she does nothing. She walks by and acts like she never saw it. And so it's kind of, I guess, who killed him? Why did they want him killed? And like, why did she just walk by and do nothing? And so I thought this sounded super interesting. And then we went to Barnes & Noble and I got The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling, which is the second book to the X-Hex. And I couldn't find this anywhere. I was looking for it. And then, lo and behold, it was right in the like new paperback area, and I found it and I was so excited. I wasn't even gonna get a second book at Barnes & Noble, but I saw this and I was like, I need it. So I got this, and this follows the cousin to the main character in the X-Hex and her like love story. So I'm really excited to read this book. Speaking of, earlier in the video we talked about covers that we didn't like, and I hate, with a passion, hate this book cover. And I showed it to Allie and I was like, oh my god, look at this funny book cover. Because I fully knew I was gonna get the book, but Allie thought it was a joke and was like, oh my god, that book cover is like really terrible, and we were like laughing at it. And then we get back and I'm like showing Josh the books that we got, and she was like, I didn't know you were actually getting that book. I thought that was a joke. And I was like, no, because I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff about this book and I feel like it's gonna be really good, but I wish that there would be like a cover redesign. But I got The Deal by Elle Kennedy, and this is a series. It's the Off-Campus series, and it just follows girls like in college and their relationship with, I don't know, like I think it's like sports guys maybe. I think this is a sports romance series. Sounded really good. Says this girl Hannah is tutoring like a hockey player, and it's following their relationship, and so I'm excited to read this and read the other books. But yeah, the covers just don't get any better as the series goes on. It might get worse. So those are the books that I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.